So section 212 akadhaki ndiye anoda zvokukreditwa stere kuti vakanyora constitution yakasimba. Vakangokanyora ka one sentence vakatadza kuitawo subsection A, B to D. Ndobva wangosiya kakadaro so but however it's not supposed to be read on its own because ndabva ndazoenda pa 213 yacho iri kuzotsanangura because iyi inenge yati okay, the defense forces have the function to protect Zimbabwe blah 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 and uphold the constitution. Then section 2213 comes in and then says kuti the deployment of the military domestically or abroad is only in the hands of the commander-in-chief, which is the president.
Yes.
However, in 2017, the military found a loophole because even the High Court gave a judgment to say kuti paita kanenge ka violation of the constitution, and what they did, they were defending that constitution. So ndo pane ka gap kandiri kuona kuti vari kuedza kuvhara, and some other speakers have said this before, sorry for repeating it, but I'm just going through into the thought process of how this topic has opened my mind. So now they are trying to correct that so that kuti whatever president is there, no one is particularly from the armed forces can come in and say kuti they are defending the constitution. Now vati ivo president ari kusarudzwa neparliament. We already know kuti vatu pato ne challenge yekuti parliamentary kuita ma-parliamentarians kwacho they have a super majority and it's going to be a challenge. Isusu in the opposition part, opposition benches, we have always had a problem of too much focus on the presidium and forgetting kuti some of these parliamentarians vanenge vachida support of the presidential candidate, so that could we make sure we compete on that level as well. I wanted to bring this point, but I can't put that debate in the we have a problem. There's a split vote, and people said we don't have a split vote. Our president always wins, but it's not just about the executive, because parliament we need to make sure we are also winning a majority so that we can make decisions. Now, if they are, it's as if they are saying we are guaranteed to always have the majority, which is why someone was suggesting saka iwo kana vati president akuselectwa neparliament, let's just focus and make sure kuti isusu taita se tawana maningirikini ma-parliamentarians ane majority, but already they are super confident on that, and this is some of the audacity inowanzoitwa nema-autocratic and these despotic regimes. They always think kuti they are a step ahead of everyone. Now right at that setup, we can also go on the speculation spectrum and say Mnangagwa might not be even bothered about having a term extension. They can be talking about these things as a decoy, but really what they want is to put in a president that will not have any support of the people. For example, Kubakwashe Tagwiri. If he is put there by this parliament that meets at Precard Farm, it then means kuti apana munhu anokwanisa kuita disagree with that, because parliament has done that. And the military now, which is why section 212 is being forced there, cannot say anything, because now we have said kuti it can't be doing that. It needs to make sure kuti 213 is enforced, kuti only the president does that. So which means kuti no one, either the people or the defense forces, can come and criticize whatever president has been chosen by the party. Therefore, them enforcing that mandate, the party is more important than the government or the country. So they are trying to intertwine all of these things so that they can support whatever plans that they have. And yeah, it's just an eye-opener of really what's happening. And what we were discussing yesterday is one of the things that we really need to do. This thing needs to be resisted. And I don't know if yesterday takakwanisa kusvika conclusion of what needs to be done. Some people were promising our leaders are working on something and you are going to hear about it. But yeah, if there's ever been any time, this is the time. And in conclusion, a warning to these autocratic leaders. Sometimes the moment when you have so much power and people have proven to be not resistant, you become too cocky and you do stupid mistakes. Because between now and until this bill has been enforced, the people in the barracks can actually unite and do something. Unoona kuti pane pamwe pekuti mumwe munhu unongofanira kungombodzikama woita zvauri kuita izvozvo vanhu vachiita kunge vari kubhoikana zvavo vasina zvavari kukwanisa kuita, because tumwe tumamove twacho just pushes people to the edge and something will just erupt. In as much as we think we can plan these things, revolutions are different from evolutions. Evolutions happen gradually, step by step, procedurally, tichinyatsoona kuti zvikuenda nekupi. But overnight something we can just see the tires that but the wheels or the tankers can be in the streets even tomorrow, because people will be saying this has gone too far. In as much as yes, we are agreeing with whatever else, but this is beyond. So be very careful when you are starting to be cocky like this, thinking you can just do an amalgamation of amendments and people will just look at you just because the opposite is not organized. You'll be shocked and surprised. And I'm just crossing my fingers that history will repeat itself, because we are not the only countries which has faced this. Other countries have been pushed to such edges and people have reacted. Let's see how it ends.
Welcome to Zim One, a platform where every voice matters and every idea counts. This is a space dedicated to nation building, shaped by the thoughts, hopes, and lived experiences of the people of Zimbabwe. From the streets to the classrooms, from farms to factories, from elders to the youth, we bring together brilliant points from different gatherings of citizens across our nation. These are conversations rooted in reality, driven by patriotism, and guided by the belief that Zimbabwe's future is built by its people. Here, we listen, we reflect, and we share ideas that inspire unity, progress, and sustainable development. This channel is not about politics alone. It is about solutions. Not about division, but about collective responsibility. Join us as Zimbabweans from all walks of life contribute insights that strengthen our communities, uplift our nation, and shape the Zimbabwe we all want to see. This is our voice. This is our vision. This is nation building together.